So, you want to tank Mag, huh? Yeah, you saw my previous videos, now you think you're man enough to go into a raid and tank? I hope you're not thinking about main tanking though. Oh, you are? Yeah, you put on your big boy pants this morning, you ready to step into the big leagues? Alright, well let me show you how it's going on.
Hey, Karn!
Hey guys, I'm Karn. I'm here with another video. Gonna do a Magtheridon guide for you guys, specifically for Prot warriors. You know, sorry pallies and druids. Get out! Get out! You're not allowed. You're not welcome here. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Alright. So first off, I'm gonna mute this because we're just chatting some random stuff. Alright. So, in this fight, I'm tanking multiple mobs. I'm going to be tanking Triangle and Diamond at the start. And when you are a warrior, there's one specific ability in this game that is the most underrated ability that Prot warriors have. I mentioned it in the comments of my previous warrior video, but it's an ability called Disarm. Disarm is big. It's really big, because you know which mobs can be disarmed? Those casters right there. These adds at the start of the fight, they can be disarmed, and they should be disarmed, because why would you not limit their damage? Protect the healer mana for as long as you can, especially during this phase of the fight where it's like relatively easy. So I'm going to be taking those. I have one of our hunters misdirecting Diamond over to me while I open up on Triangle, and the primary kill targets are Triangle and Circle. So what you're gonna do right there at the start is pop your cooldowns. You know, I pop a Mighty Rage Potion, I pop my trinkets, and I go into it immediately with a Heroic Strike and Shield Slam. Then from there, what you see we're doing is I'm making sure I Shield Slam the primary target with a couple Heroic Strikes, and then sometimes I'll bounce over to this one and give it a Revenge, Heroic Strike, and a Devastate. Specifically because everyone's focusing Triangle, so that's where the majority of the threat is. The only threat that's being picked up on Diamond is by the healers and the people that are cleaving just to like kind of cheese their damage. Not really cheese their damage because it is useful. But as you can see, let me back that up a little bit. Well, actually, no, never mind. If you play the video back a little bit, you'll see that I actually disarmed one of those mobs. Specifically just because if you can knock any sort of damage out of the fight, why would you not want to do that? Take advantage of that. That's one of your strongest abilities in a raid as a Prot warrior. Is you have a ton of mitigation, and you can just like mess over their attack power in the first place by taking out their weapons. Now, my targets are dead. So now what I'm doing at this point in the fight is I'm taunting the Infernals and hitting them with a hamstring. That way they're not attacking the healers. That's pretty much what I'm doing at this point, but I will be picking up the boss. I'm going to be tanking it right in this corner over here. It's like your standard Magtheridon strat. But the moment he spawns, Heroic Strike, Shield Slam, jump into your rotation, get Shield Block up as soon as you can get it up. There, right there, I got chunked, so I had to pop Last Stand. Always, always, always be ready to use Last Stand. Last Stand, Health Stone, Nightmare Seeds, whatever you have. But I would recommend you do not use Shield Wall during the first half of the fight. Well, for Mag, I would say probably save it to about 30%. It's a 30-minute cooldown, so you really want to save Shield Wall until you know it's going to be a kill, or it's really close, and having that extra mitigation can put you over the edge and turn it into a kill. But from here, you just do your standard rotation, knock them out. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you like some niche tips on this of splitting your rotation between the two mobs. You want to pop over to the secondary target, give it the Revenge, give it the Devastate with Heroic Strikes in between, then pop over to the primary target, give it a Shield Slam, go through your rotation, back to the second Shield Slam, and then go back to the secondary target and give it a Revenge and Devastate. So it'll look like on target 1, you get Heroic Strike, Shield Slam, Revenge, Devastate. By then, Misdirect should be coming off cooldown. So you go to second target, give it a Revenge, a Devastate, back to Shield Slam. You'll do 2 Devastates, but whatever, that's fine. You can throw that second Devastate on the primary target as well. And that's how you kind of split the aggro between those mobs. Alright, so this is a different raid from a different night. And I record all of this on stream, by the way, all of these clips. So if you'd like to know more, maybe you want to chat a little more candidly, definitely follow the streams. But this is a fight where things don't really go our way. We do the initial pull as designed, and this one, as you can see right here, he gets clapped. You know, maybe it was a mix of like some crushing blows hit him. I don't really know what happened. I'm not saying he messed up in any way. Maybe healers, something happened to them. Maybe an infernal landed on him, so they were moving. During that time, he got caught. But in this moment, he dies, right? Now, I already have one of my targets is dead. This one is going low, so I just leave it. I just leave it. The only reason I'm even trying to face it is just so it doesn't hit me pretty hard. And now I come over here, swap to Berserker Stance, charge in, taunt that one. I come in, I try and pick this one up, while also keeping threat on circle. And then now I'm trying to pick them up. They, I can't remember what call the other raiders made during this time, but I think they were trying to call for, not like a wipe, but they were calling for something. And I told them, no, it's fine, I got this, we're gonna be okay. These mobs are tauntable, by the way, so you better be taunting them if something like this happens. But shortly after, I picked them up, someone let the heal go off, so that was bad. I thought that one was dead, so I didn't really put any more threat on it beyond that. There's another one going. Thankfully, they got that one interrupted. And there you go. Now I just do the exact same rotation I was showing you earlier of mix all of your abilities together. For whichever target they're focusing, which basically whichever one has lower health, that's the one you start shield slamming. And focus your shield slam on that one. For the other target, you just revenge and devastate, and everything will be fine. Now, they died the moment the boss was coming up. So I had to go from those mobs, like from my initial mobs, over to pick up the other two mobs, and then come here and pick up the boss. While they're still killing another target over on this side, like where they're all grouped up. But moments like that is where you can really tell who's a good tank based on like who can pick up stuff like that when things happen. And as I said earlier, nothing against the other guy, nothing against him. He played fine. It's just things happen sometimes. I've been killed by the boss sometimes. Like there are moments where you just get gibbed really hard, and there's not much you can do. See there, I popped Last Stand right there, and I was really thinking about doing a shield wall, but I didn't, just because of my advice I gave you guys earlier in this very video. The boss was still above 90% HP. If we were gonna wipe, I'm not using a 30-minute cooldown on that one when I can instead use it for a different pull. He just had way too much HP for that to be like a make or break moment. I decided to put faith in my healers and keep it going. Real quick, whenever they're doing that Blast Nova phase, you notice I wasn't getting attacked, so most of my rage was just gone. I highly recommend, if you have a solid enough threat lead like I do, I highly recommend stacking rage before the Nova, like maybe in the last 10 seconds, just stop attacking. And once he goes into that phase, he takes increased damage, so that's where you just dump. Something else you can also do is actually swap to dual wield. Dual wield, full rage bar, heroic strike, and devastate, spam it. That's another thing you can do. I opted to not do that just because I like to have my shield on for whenever they drop it. Sometimes they don't communicate when they're gonna drop it, or maybe I'm too focused and I'll miss the call for it. So I like to have my shield on just so I can like reflexively hit shield block. You definitely want shield block up at all times on these bosses. This, Mulgar, Gruul, you absolutely want shield block up almost 100% of the time. Not realistic for 100%, but as high as you can get it. So yeah, that's how you save something if a pull goes wrong. You just gotta get in there. If you know your previous mob you have enough threat on it to where you don't have to worry about it, it's gonna die, leave your DPS on it and go pick up the other ones. Those are way more important because they also likely have more HP. So they're gonna be attacking somebody, which 8 out of 10 is gonna be the healers, especially if your previous targets were the ones already being the priority kill targets. That means the other ones, it's gonna be the tank, maybe the guys set to interrupt those mobs, and then the healers, and that's it. But yeah, that one's a lot more cut and dry than this. This, I wanted to focus more on the ads and how to handle the ads. than the actual boss, because the boss is very straightforward. You just have to be willing and ready to use your defensives whenever it becomes necessary. That's pretty much all Mag is for at least a Prot Warrior tank. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a good one.